Ozop Energy Solutions is a company that you guys have sent me time and time again over the last few days. In my live streams, under my videos, in my Instagram, and my emails, you guys have been super duper interested in Ozop Energy Solutions, ticker symbol OZSC. So you guys do know the drill, ask and you shall receive. Anytime you do really produce a lot of demand for a certain company, I will try my absolute best to get that video out as soon as possible. So whenever it does come to this company, we are going to be doing a full-blown analysis in today's video. I'll be going over what the company's focus is, what the holdings company what they typically do, what some of the products of their subsidiaries are, the potential outlooks for their subsidiaries, the stock price. We're going to be covering this whole thing in a timely manner. Hopefully, I don't like making these videos too long, as I know you all have other things to do with your lives. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's jump straight into the video. Now, before we do get into the video, I will let you all know that if you do want to see access to all of the trades that we have been making, this company is one that we have actually been talking about over in my Patreon's Discord. So if you do want access to that community of over 100 different investors and traders, definitely consider going down to the description. It's a link that'll send you to my Patreon, and it will also help me, just help support the channel tremendously. And I really would appreciate any of you who would sign up. With that being said, again, let's go ahead and let's jump straight into it with Ozop Energy Solutions, ticker symbol OZSC. So one thing we will get out of the way whenever it does come to this company is that I have seen some people on YouTube talking about the fact that this company is, it's a surgical company. They're saying it was OZSC, which stands for Ozop Surgical Corp. Yes, this is what their old focus used to be. The holding company did used to try to focus on surgical-based subsidiaries, but they have made a complete switch recently. Well, what they did in the summer of 2020 is they did actually acquire a company named PCTI, and that is going to be a company that is solely focused on energy. Now, Ozop did realize that the extreme potential that the energy sector does have, and they realized that with the potential acquisition of this company, which we did see happen, and with all of the ongoing stuff with climate change and all of that, they realized that a lot of the money to be made and a lot of the change that could be made was going to be within the energy sector. So they did make that switch over from being focused on surgery, and surgical different subsidiaries, and made that switch over into the energy sector. So just to clear that up, this is an energy company. This is not a surgical company. Now, Ozop itself's website does not offer too much information, but honestly, the holding companies aren't really what the main focus of these overall acquisition companies are. We tend to focus more on their subsidiaries. So their main subsidiary right now is going to be the wholly owned PCT. So Power Conversion Technologies Inc. is going to have a lot of different products that are going to be solely focused on, DC power supplies, battery chargers, frequency converters, DC AC inverters, submarine battery chargers, and shore power solutions. So it's everything going to be related to pretty much the electric market. As we have seen, the EV market itself, the electric market, and everything like that has grown substantially in the last year or two, and is only going to keep growing in the future, in my opinion. I think that the EV and the overall electric market is one that we will see continue to grow more than any other market, and I think it is that next big up industry that is going to see loads and loads of growth. But with that growth, we will see more companies like this one start to really catch some notoriety and start to catch some more popularity, and it is going to be interesting to try to catch these companies on their way up, as a lot of them are going to be disruptive and will offer new technology and offer new products that will help convert certain aspects of life over into that electric switch. Now, with that being said, this one is one that I'm specifically looking at, as they do offer a range of different solutions that could be very beneficial to that overall transition to the electric world that we are seeing today. Now, one specifically I did want to mention was the submarine battery chargers. They do provide many different solutions when it does come to submarine battery chargers. They have high current for marine application, and they are custom built. Now, as we can see here, these things are very, very big. It says that their standard battery charger includes a battery eliminator, float and equalize adjustments, manual equalizer timer, automatic shutdown and restart under a variety of fault conditions, low ripple and paralleling capability. The options also include computer interface, discharge capability, DC circuit breakers, temperature compensation circuits, and more. So these are very, very complex and very, very sophisticated pieces of technology there. Now, one thing that I did want to note is that the submarine battery market is one that is growing substantially and will continue to grow over time. Now, we are currently sitting in 2021 here, and it is expected that this is only going to continue up to grow and potentially reach the billions by 2025. So if this company is capable of capitalizing on that overall switch and actually starting to provide some of this patent protected technology into that submarine market, we could really see them catch loads of revenue on the way up. Now, the other piece of this company that I really am excited about is going to be their battery chargers. Now, as you can see that they are high current battery chargers from 5 kilowatts to 2 megawatts, as we can see there. So they have some very, very sophisticated stuff that is going to help with some very large technology. But not only that, it says here that their PCTI's high current battery chargers and systems are at work today in a variety of industrial, commercial, and military applications. They have even started to receive some follow-up orders for battery chargers from the largest U.S. nuclear submarine manufacturer out there. So as we can see that they do offer a lot of potential in fields that not many companies are competing in, and I think that that could be very, very important. Now, not only that, if they are able to start to provide some of these batteries to maybe even electric vehicles whenever it comes to cars, trucks, etc., if they can potentially find a way, to have these different chargers work for very large Class 8 semi-trucks and things like that, that could be very exciting, as a lot of companies who are producing these electric vehicle batteries don't have the capabilities to charge, to charge some of these big trucks and actually give them a sufficient enough charge to go for a substantial amount of time. So my guess is that if they are capable of providing battery chargers for submarines, I'm sure they could scale that down a bit and start to work with some larger Class 8 trucks, which is a very large and growing industry at the moment for sure. Now, as we did mention before, their products have a very wide variety of applications in the real world. As we can see here, they have some very high scale customers already, from the US Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines. We have Georgia Power, Bay Systems, Eaton, Delphi. We have also Ford, Exelon, Caterpillar, Ozsc. The list goes on and on and on. General Dynamics, Mitsubishi, General Motors, NASA. And they are actually providing them with different products for each one. It's not like they're providing the same product to each company. GM is using their coating systems. NASA is using ground power for space shuttle payloads. We have Ford with overhead cranes, as well as Caterpillar. We have Eaton. They are also going ahead and they are going to be buying their circuit breaker testing equipment. They have utility circuit breaker testing, computer controlled battery chargers. It goes on and on. So they are selling a highly diversified portfolio of products to many high level companies, and that only helps with the legitimacy of this company. It makes people realize that if these companies, Ford, Cat, Ozsc, Eaton, if they trust a company like this one, then it really does make sense. And that's not even considering the fact that they're selling submarine battery chargers to the Navy. They're selling avionics maintenance shops to the Marine Corps. That's absolutely insane. They have some very high level customers, and for this company to be this new, this is very, very intriguing. Now, not only to mention, do they have a very widely diversified portfolio of products that I think is going to benefit them in the future. As we have seen some companies that have one product that they mainly focus on, and whenever that one product dies off, maybe they'll come up with another one, and then when that one dies, they'll come up with another one. I don't like that process, as I don't believe that it is super reliable. Whenever it's a company like this one who is capable of selling so many different products to so many different high-level companies, it shows that they're not only producing these products and having such a wide variety that each one is only subpar. No, they are putting excellent work into each and every product to then be able to produce that and get it out to very, very big companies. And I'm like, wow. Because you see a lot of companies, whenever they do have a wide range of products, and if they are remotely new to the broad market, now this company is older, it's 20 plus years, but whenever it's to the broad market, we'll see them start to put out some of these products, and like I said, they're not that good. Each one is decent. But to be able to get one product out to Ford, another one out to Caterpillar, a different one out to the Army, a different one out to the Marine Corps, that shows that they are putting the work in for each product and creating some very, very, very nice equipment. Now, I do like that about this company. I think that the fact that they are so new, the holding company itself doesn't even have a website yet, really, is very appealing, and I think that this could be a fantastic opportunity in the future. Now, I will not go in too much detail about each one of the people who does make this whole operation work, but it is always nice to note that this company has a lot of experience in their management team. Now, this is a husband and wife ran company. They did find it in 1991. There's something to be said for entrepreneurs who are involved their field most of their lives. You'll find that both of the PCTI founders have that in common. It's in their blood. Kathy began her exposure to power electronics by helping her father's power electronics startup when she was just 8 years old. She has been around this forever. Now, Mihai Keese, he has had some experience that has been, very, very unique. From going to naval school to being one of the 3 students selected from 2000 to attend Russian Naval Academy. At age 22, to become the chief of staff for the Naval Minister of Defense. He has just been through it. And so now it does make a lot of sense as to why we are seeing them have so much success with working with the military, the Navy, the Marine Corps, as this man has loads of experience in that field. These two combined have fantastic amounts of experience experience that will definitely carry this company very far into the future, as they are coming up on their 30th year of operation. And last but not least, we will go ahead and we will take a look at their stock price. Now, they did start today off pretty dang on good, but from the beginning of the day to the end, we did see a drop of about 26%. So if you did get in at market open, you definitely saw a little bit of volatility, and that thing definitely did drop a substantial amount. But if we do come out all the way to the 5-day, this is pretty much the only important chart that I'm going to be talking about. And there's one thing that I would like to note. Well, this company seemingly has a very healthy trend as a penny stock, because some of these penny stocks, yeah, it is up about 230%, but some of these within the first 3 or 4 days will shoot up 1,000%, coming down maybe 300%, and it's just all over the place. Whereas this one honestly has not had that crazy of a week. Yeah, they have just started to really gain popularity, and I think that that is going to be a very beneficial aspect of going in as an investor. But overall, I believe that this initial week where they really did start to catch traction looks pretty healthy to me. Having a good little rise, taking a little break, having a good little rise, taking a little break, not having way too much upward momentum and way too much downward momentum at once, but a healthy balance between the two. Now, what I will say is that whenever I do make my trades, I do post them all in my Patreon. So if you do want to see exactly when I do get into this company, definitely go down to the link in the description, and I will be updating them every single time I do purchase shares of this company. But clearly, with that being said, I will be getting into this company. I think that since they have such a highly diversified portfolio of products, as well as some very high-class customers mixed in with loads of experience, and they are this new, that it is a potential it's the opportunity of it could be the opportunity of a lifetime, realistically. Now, is that saying that this company will succeed? No, you can never say a company will do good or will not. Now, this company has been around for over 30 years and has done some good for itself, and I believe that now that it has really introduced itself to the market, that we could see them start to grow substantially, especially in their stock price, as new investors who are looking for these energy stocks, looking for these electric stocks, are starting to look for companies just like this one. So I'm very excited about this company. Again, I do believe that this could be a fantastic opportunity. I'm going to be starting a position into this company, and you know the place to go if you do want to see all of the details related around that entrance. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. I did try to make it a little bit shorter than my analysis usually are. They're usually between 20 to 25 minutes. I was really shooting to put this one between 15 and 20, as I know you guys, again, do have other things to be doing, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I do want to provide you the best content that I possibly can. With that being said, I do post on this channel 2 to 3 times every single day, and I'm excited to see you all soon. Peace.